All right, we have Adrián González. Jason, go ahead and kick us off.
Hi, Adrián. How are you doing today?
Good. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit late. It's been a busy day.
That's okay. I know an interesting moment for the club with Jonah's arrival. Obviously, you're coaching the team on the weekend and will still be involved, of course. But I am curious. Aubrey mentioned that you and Jonah and Mark have all really collaborated to make sure that there's a process involved here to make sure that this is a positive, but it's not disruptive in any way. How do you think you've handled it? How do you think the group has handled that sort of the beginning of this moment of transition?
As normal as possible. I mean, we knew that this situation would happen, and we've been waiting for that. Now the time has arrived. So Jonah is here, and the other guys too. So we're gonna make the transition as smooth as possible, knowing that also they need time to get adapted, to know the players, to also know the coaching staff much better, to understand also a little bit how everything works, and we're gonna help them for sure. So now we don't want to make any big change because we think that doesn't make sense. We have the summer to slow down a little bit, to prepare that transition, and also to make all the changes that we need. But yeah, I mean, we've been creating and also building the way that we want to behave, the way that we want to compete according to what Jonah would ask in the future. So we've been connected. I know what he wanted, and also there's not going to be like a huge change. So different for sure persons and with maybe different leadership styles, but at the end of the day, the game idea, the way that we are going to train, it's going to be quite similar. So it's been great. It's been great. And now just focus on Gotham because we need to compete this weekend, and that's for us the most important thing right now.
On a personal level, you've had the moment that they're having right now where you came off a plane. It seemed like it was very quick, having to get with the team, having to jump into training, and making that transition from being in Spain to being in the US and being involved with this club. Were there any, pointers that you wanted to give to them, a little advice to them in terms of making the adaptation on their side as quick as possible?
Yeah, but that's something like we're gonna discuss it as a partners here with the coaching staff, and as I said, so just time to observe, to get information, to know as better as possible all the people who are involved, because we're not just talking about players. We have a huge coaching staff with different departments, so it's gonna take some time. And from there, so yeah, try to also observe and also get the information to start making that transition as smooth as possible. And I think that's the main thing. So when you arrive in a different environment, you cannot maybe change everything at the beginning, and you need time also for you. I think also different language, different environment, players are gonna help them, all the stuff, if we are gonna help them. So it's a matter of time. So they know what they have to do, and as a family like we are, so I'm sure all of us, we're gonna put our part and try to help the players and also help them to get adapted. So that's for me the most important thing.
Appreciate it. I'll pass the microphone.
Scott, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, this is Scott Abraham with ABC7 here in DC. One of the big storylines across the region this week has been the heat. It has been really hot. What has that been like for you during training, and how's your team, preparing for the heat on Sunday?
Yeah, it's been difficult, honestly, to train because the weather is quite hard. It's quite warm, and well, we have maybe to reduce a little bit the training sessions, try to emphasize more the quality instead of quantity, the volume. Also having a lot of water breaks, so paying attention also with nutrition and also with hydration, everything that we are taking care of in terms of players' health. Also, I think it's important, recovery, and yeah, try to optimize also the time and also mentally. I think we need to be ready because we are gonna play in New York, and also there I'm sure it's gonna be warm, and the time that we play 1:30, so it's gonna be hard, but not just for us, also for them. They are coming from playing a game on Wednesday, so yeah, it's gonna be tough to all of us, but we need to be also, I think, intelligent the way that we want to play and try for sure to have the ball as much as possible, to try to run as better as possible, and try to optimize also the efforts and the way that we want to play.
Now, how can the actual heat impact the match?
Well, I think in many factors, the way that you press for sure, the efforts that you do, the runs, so decision making for sure. So when you are fatigued, even though maybe you know how to do, what do you want to do, and sometimes it's hard to make better decisions, but we need to be ready to know how to perform. So to know how to perform when we are fatigued. So try to be as compact as possible. Try to be close to each other. Try to maybe defend also with ball, attacking, and try also to disorganize them as much as possible. And as I always say, so as much ball we have, maybe less we are gonna run. But I'm sure also they want to do the same. So we need to know how to run and also when. I think that's important because we need to optimize also every single detail and every single effort.
Thank you.
And we have a couple write-in questions from Andre Carlisle at the District Press. How has the Spirits worked to be comfortable with and without the ball prepare them to face a team like Amorosa's, whose high presses create their, quote, organized chaos?
Well, I think we've been creating that during the last few months. So it's not just about this week because we play against Gotham. So the way that we are gonna play today, it's according to what we've been doing since the day one. So we have different ways to attack. We have different ways to defend, to press, so in different heights with different shapes. And also, I think that's something that is part of our identity. I think we are also a team who can be very dynamic. And again, so we need to know already, we know that what they want to do. And also, let's see which roster they have, because they've been doing some rotations, because the last game also we saw some players that they weren't playing at all. But let's see, they are not conceding many goals and they are winning a lot of games, so I think they are doing a great job, and we need to use our strengths. We know how to do it, and yeah, we need to put that in practice.
Second question is, he's interested in your thoughts on Gotham having Juan Carlos Amoros and Fran Alonso, the Spirit having yourself and Jonah coming to the NWSL. Why Spanish coaches are being recruited to the NWSL? What makes it an attractive league to coach in internationally?
Well, I don't know if it's just about Spanish. I think it's always positive to have different profiles. There are coaches around the world with a lot of talent that I think that's positive for the league, also for the players, also for coaches, because as many different profiles that we have. So as a coach, also, I think you need to improve. You need to know, to find different options, different solutions, and I think that's positive. I like when the league, can improve, can have different styles, and we can bring maybe some ideas from Spain, but I'm sure that also we have coaches from England. So I would like to have as many coaches as possible from different countries, different profiles, and different playing styles, because I think that's going to be really positive for the league and also for the players' development.
And over to Luis, and then we'll wrap up with Jason.
Coach, saludos. Dos preguntas rápido. La primera, cuando el plan que usted estaba trazando, ¿no? Con la Spirit antes que llegara Jonathan, se pudo hablar con él y ya más o menos tener una idea de lo que se estaba jugando la Spirit. Y la segunda es, ¿hay algún tipo de plan para jugar con este calor excesivo que va a haber este weekend? Quizás de tratar de buscar el partido en la primera mitad para poder quizás jugar a la defensiva en la segunda mitad, o el plan va a ir surgiendo, depende de cómo vaya corriendo el partido.
Bueno, con Jonah, evidentemente que en el momento que sale la oportunidad de venir para aquí, hemos estado en contacto. Su idea y la mía es muy parecida, prácticamente idéntica, entonces de ahí también la conexión que tenemos. Yo sabía lo que él quería o lo que quería conseguir con el equipo, hacia dónde quería que el equipo fuera y a partir de ahí también, en base a eso, en base también a mi esencia como entrenador y en base también a lo que nos encontramos aquí, pues fue un poco mi trabajo, ¿no? Poner todo eso en orden y intentar arrancar un poco, poner las bases de lo que queremos construir. Entonces, la línea va a ser continuista, evidentemente. Podremos mejorar, podremos ir a más detalle, el equipo va a evolucionar segurísimo, porque tenemos evidentemente también su experiencia y tenemos también más gente que nos puede ayudar. Entonces, solo son cosas positivas lo que tenemos por delante. Un reto muy bonito e intentar también que el equipo pues, muestre una mejor versión, ¿no? En esta segunda fase de la liga, que creo que estamos en el camino, también con las incorporaciones que van a venir, que nos van a ayudar, pues son los ingredientes necesarios para dar un salto de calidad, ¿no? En ese sentido. Y luego, en relación al calor, pues el plan va a ser el mismo. Al final, yo no me considero un entrenador que vaya a ir a la defensiva a ningún partido. Al final, nuestra esencia es ir a ganar cada partido y el partido va a durar 90 minutos o 95, lo que tenga que durar. Va a ser igual de importante la primera parte que la segunda. Entonces, no podemos especular de ponerlo todo en una primera parte y en la segunda no. Entonces, bueno, vamos a salir a ganar como lo hacemos cada partido, desde el máximo respeto al rival y a intentar competir del primer minuto hasta el final.
And Jason, wrap us up.
Adrian, I know after the last match you mentioned that Andy and Kate were both right on the line and it was kind of precautionary to keep them out. Have they made progress this week?
Yeah, they've been better. We need to wait until tomorrow and see how they do it during the training session. We have the last training session tomorrow, but they've been improving and they are in a good shape.
I did want to ask, I know Savannah has been out for quite a while. It has seemed like from some of the the social media you see her participating at least some portions of training. How do you have an idea of how far away she is from being able to participate more?
Not honestly. I mean, she was starting with the rehab. She was getting better in shape, but she stopped a little bit because she started feeling a little bit some issues, and she's training by herself right now. She's not with the team on field. For sure, the work that we do in the gym and all the meetings, she's involved for sure. She's one of the players, and she's also participating on that. But on the field, she still has some time to be ready to jump into the team.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, everyone. We will see you from New Jersey on Sunday.
Good luck.
Thank you.